Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Thank you for tuning in. To begin today's news, we have Stellar Lumens in the spotlight. 2 billion lumens airdrop that's earmarked to begin next month on the 15th of October. So we have information from the Stellar website here and the Coinbase website as well. So today it says they'll be giving away 2 billion XLM over a 20-month period. So that's 100 million lumens each month to Coinbase users. All one needs to do is to register a verified Coinbase account, and the XLM will appear in their wallet automatically every month for as long as the airdrop continues. And here it speaks about how they integrated lumens on the platform for people to send and receive. So it's good that expanding the usage and information about Stellar and lumens. But I just want to jump over to Coinbase here. It gives a summary of what is Coinbase for those who don't know. So Coinbase is a free, secure alternative to Slack, WhatsApp, Telegram, and other chat apps. And it talks about various features of Coinbase and the benefits there. I won't go into that. At the moment, so Coinbase has over 300,000 active users. And if we go back, sorry, I don't mean to jump back and forth all the time, but if we look at how many people have registered for this free airdrop promotion, so almost 70,000. Now, a few days ago, that was about half. So people are getting on this very quick smart. So I highly recommend checking it out and registering if you are keen to get some free crypto. I want to point out as well, thinking of airdrops, if you want to stay up to date with the latest airdrops in the space, there's airdrops.io. There's airdrop alert as well for those who are interested. EOS, now this was mostly for last year. As you can see, some of these data are a little bit outdated, but I believe the airdrop mania, so to speak, as was the case last year, it will pick up again as the overall crypto market starts to grow as we are, I believe it's long overdue, but it will happen. So EOS as well, keep an eye out for that. Coin airdrops, and then there are various websites out there for you to check out as well. If you're interested in earning free cryptocurrencies in general, now I have spoken about this many times, so I'll just touch on it. Coinbase Earn. You watch a few videos, answer a handful of questions, and voila, you get 10, sometimes up to $50 worth of crypto available depending on how many people you share the information with, and then they jump on board and so on and so forth. So all the information is there. I'll provide a link to all of these articles and this promotion as well in the description. Now moving on to something else. Binance, I want to speak about two things here. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the lending service they've got. Binance has recently launched the Binance lending service. That was at the end of August, and it's available for these cryptos for those not looking at the screen. So Bitcoin, Ethereum Classic, XRP, Binance Coin, Ethereum as well, Tether, Litecoin, USDC, and Cardano. Most of these go for about 2 weeks. In some cases, they'll go for 4 weeks, and the annual interest rates vary from about 6% to 10%. And if you got in really early, I think one was going for 15% per annum. Now, for perspective, these rates are a lot better than most of your average banks. In fact, so many banks offer rates that are less than inflation, which begs the question, well, what's the point of even doing that? But two things I want to mention before I continue. Firstly, my usual disclaimer, none of this is financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. And secondly, always do your research, and it's up to you what you choose to do with your money. Don't let me or anyone else tell you, but it's about, the purpose of this and many other cryptocurrency commentators and channels is to inform people about what's out there and ways to make passive income. This is a good form of passive income with a fairly steady exchange and some reputable cryptos here. So Binance is rapidly expanding a lot of its services. So it recently purchased, the JEX, the crypto asset trading platform as well. So there's an airdrop associated with that. There's the standard Binance exchange. There's also Binance Launchpad as well, if you want to launch a new crypto token, for example, or project there. Binance Decentralized Exchange, I still haven't used it, and it's still in its infancy. If anyone has used it and they've got feedback, by all means, feel free to share it. I now want to cover, because a lot of people are from the US who listen to my content here. Binance US, so poised to open their deposits. It says in a week, so I can't even speak English. That was a few days ago, so next week for most people will be the big launch. It's lackluster to say the least, because They will start with 6 as part of the inaugural Binance US launch. For those not looking at the screen, these will include Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Tether. To be honest, I'd consider that to be 5, Tether being stablecoin. And I feel as though they're going to emulate what Coinbase did with rolling out a lot of their cryptos. They make these grandiose announcements about we're going to be launching this and all keep an eye out for that, and we'll consider doing this and that. But Binance wants to be compliant, and they want to ensure that a lot of what they're launching in the US is above board and then being approved by the regulators. It is frustrating, and I really spare a thought for people in New York because I tend to get the short end of the straw, the stick. So I want to point out this Coinbase link here. I want to point out this example here of some of the limitations imposed on a lot of people purchasing cryptocurrencies in different jurisdictions. So here, if you look at these superscripts, it says excludes New York, or then there are all these limitations. So it is frustrating, but there are alternatives as well if you are living in the US. So from my understanding, so there's limited support with certain Coinbase cryptos or coins and tokens. Gemini as well, US exchange. I think they're based in New York. However, Gemini only has a handful of cryptos available. So just for your reference, if you're not looking at the screen, Bitcoin Ether, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Zcash or Zcash. There's also Bitstamp. I've used them quite a bit the past couple of years, well, on and off, and I'm fairly happy with them. There's Kraken as well. I personally haven't used it. I know it's fairly popular in the space, so by all means, have a look at it if it's something that you're interested in and something that will offer plenty of options at the moment, especially with the restrictions in the USA. I will keep you posted about what's happening with Binance US and any coin launches and all. I do want to mention now, to wrap up, gradually wrapping up, looking at the market. Before I continue, I don't do as many crypto news videos, let alone not that many videos anymore. I'm just sticking to weekly content for now for various reasons, but I don't place as much emphasis on the crypto news because it's just not getting as many views, to be honest. And it could be probably because of the material I'm covering, how I'm covering. It could be that there's so many more experienced crypto commentators in the space. Feel free to give me your feedback. To wrap up, here is an overview of the crypto market. It has been fairly stagnant over the past week. EOS, though, has picked up. Click on that. 15% gains approximately compared to fiat. Also up significantly against the Bitcoin and Ethereum. But overall, the market has remained fairly steady. Bitcoin is hovering about between 10,000, 10,500. So it's managed to hold above 10,000, generally speaking. XRP has really struggled to take off. A lot of these actually have just stagnated. Pretty much run of the mill with everything else. Chainlink seems to be down quite a bit over the past week. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to add. If you have your thoughts or anything you'd like to share as well, by all means, feel free to leave your feedback in the comments section. Subscribe if you like this content, or if you want to stay up to date with all my price predictions. I have quite a few project updates, news, and price prediction videos for individual cryptos, mostly in the top 30. Don't forget to smash the bell icon as well. Like it or dislike it if there's something you don't like about what I've mentioned. Feel free to leave your feedback. It always helps me with improving my content. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are. Have a wonderful weekend.